Welcome back to Desolation. This is our main event and we are ready for tables, ladders and chairs for the NLW World Championship. Shawn Michaels puts the championship on the line against the former champion CM Punk. And as we look in the backstage area now, there is the Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins. He won the Royal Rumble and he's also just gone through a grueling War Games match. But he is watching this match because the winner of this, he will challenge for the championship at WrestleMania. And although he is the Intercontinental Champion, that belt means he can challenge for the world title anytime he likes. He's more than happy to wait for these two to tear each other apart and then get the title shot at WrestleMania. But as we know, Rollins has that wild card factor where he could challenge for the title anytime in interim. Such unpredictability heading into Mania. But CM Punk has one thing on his mind, and that's winning back the title he feels he should still hold. It was back at the Royal Rumble where CM Punk lost the championship to Shawn Michaels. However, on that occasion, Stone Cold Steve Austin was the referee, and in Punk's mind, Punk feels that Stone Cold Steve Austin cost him the World Championship. Granted, there were some miscommunication problems, but Michaels won that title fairly in my opinion. However, that's up to you to decide if you go back and watch it. It was a great match, marred in controversy, but tonight there will be no controversy. The World Champion makes his way to the ring without the belt in his possession. That is because it is hanging high above these two rings. And of course, with these two rings still here from War Games earlier, there is just more room to cause carnage. And Michaels and Punk, they used to be allies, and now it is that World Championship that has come between them, and it is that world title belt that has meant this alliance has crumbled. And now the match is underway. Our main event here at Desolation, world title on the line, tables, ladders and chairs, and there's a Guitar Crusher early on from Shawn Michaels. And this past week we got a sneak preview of tables, ladders and chairs. CM Punk powerbombing Shawn Michaels for a table, but will it be a different story here tonight? Michaels will certainly hope so. There is the basement dropkick, and now throws him face first into the ladder, and a stomp on the outside. No DQ, no count out, no pinfalls, no submissions. The only way to win is to climb the ladder and retrieve the title belt, and that means you are the champion. Seth Rollins in the back will be watching on, as we all are, with intent, and he sees there the chair shot delivered across the spine of Shawn Michaels. And now what's he doing with that table? Oh my! And innovative ways of using the weapons out here. Drop kicking the table and the edge of it right into the face of Michaels, and now that chair on his head, and uses another one. Batting practice for CM Punk with that chair. And now goes back into the ring. He knows there's no DQs in this one. I don't know who that's going to favour, but Michaels with a drop kick to the chair. We already know how sadistic and sick CM Punk is after all. He helped to orchestrate the attack with the hit and run assault that left Stone Cold Steve Austin out of action. We have not seen him since. But right now there's a net breaker, and Punk wisely moves to the outside. Punk groggy, but uses that steel chair and throws it at the face of HBK. And now he has wrapped his legs around the ring posts for the figure four, and this is certainly a wise move. And now again, wise strategy from CM Punk, albeit a sadistic strategy, taking out the legs of Shawn Michaels so that he cannot climb the ladder. And it's very savvy by Punk, but there's an enziguri. And Michaels trying to shake some feeling back into the leg. And now has that ladder, and off the skull of CM Punk. May have broken his nose. And now driving the rim of that ladder into the spine of Punk. And again, your back breaks. You're not going to be able to have the strength to climb the ladder. And Michaels knows this. And a suplex to that ladder draped in the corner. The ladder was resting in the corner. And Punk's back met steel that time. And now going for another suplex on those open steel chairs. But CM Punk goes behind with a net breaker. And Michaels' spine collapses onto those steel chairs. And it looks as if CM Punk's going to be the first man in this match to try and climb and retrieve the title belt hanging above the ring. But Michaels sees him and tackles him in midair. Tackles him from one ring to the other. And makes sure that Punk does not retrieve the title belt that is currently in the possession of Shawn Michaels. And a heel kick from Punk to the chair. And in turn connects with the face of Shawn Michaels. Desolation is an apt name for this pay-per-view, because that is exactly what we are seeing here tonight. First with the War Games, then with the Last Man Standing, and now Desolation here in the form of tables, ladders and chairs, and now teeing off on the spine in that ladder. Chair shots to Shawn Michaels repeatedly, and now throws him outside. CM Punk, he feels he was wrongfully screwed out of the championship by Stone Cold Steve Austin. Has a chance to win the title back. Goes for the tope! But instead crashes through the table that was held up by Shawn Michaels. And the champion's the only one on his feet. And it was CM Punk who took a risk, but no reward for CM Punk. He's the former champion, and he wants to become a two-time champion here tonight. But look at this, tope through the ropes. And instead all he met was head on wood, crashing through the table. And now thrown into the steel steps. And what is Michaels planning? He did this at the Royal Rumble, and it's proved to be a turning point then. Going for the pile driver, but no. Instead, reversed into an Alabama slam. And did you see Michaels' head bounce off of the steel, bounce off these steel steps out here? And now that table thrown into the ring. And now that concerto with that chair into the skull of Michaels, the back of the head connecting with a sickening thud off of the steel steps that time. And I don't know what he's planning on here. Look at this. A gutbuster. May have broken a couple ribs on the rim of that table. I have never seen anybody do that before. But finding new ways to cause punishment and pain. Is CM Punk going to become champion now? Climbs the ladder. But there is Shawn Michaels to meet him there. And now both men on the top of that ladder. A shot by Michaels in a second, trying to stop CM Punk. Oh my goodness. And whips him into shape with that sunset flip onto the steel chair. The back of Punk's head whipping off of that chair and the canvas. And Shawn Michaels running off the ropes with a double axe handle. And now the kip up, but you can see Michaels still having a problem with that knee that CM Punk worked on earlier. But nevertheless, he's going to the top rope. Oh, but thrown. A chair thrown at the skull of Michaels, and he goes tumbling down to the mat below. And there's no give there whatsoever, and not a GCS out here maybe. Sees the table set up, but a chair shot again to the head of Punk. Punk is laid out on that table. I don't think he even knows where he is at the moment. And Punk laid out on the table. Michaels on the top rope. Shawn Michaels! Oh, the crossbody! Didn't connect. Punk moved out of the way. And Michaels risked it. But unfortunately for Michaels, the risk did not pay off. Comes crashing down, ribs first through the table. And now CM Punk is alone in the ring. And this may be the opportunity that Punk needs. Look at this again. High flying, didn't pay off. Comes crashing through the table. And a similar move cost Shawn Michaels at the Royal Rumble. on that occasion, he was able to bounce back. Will it be a different story here tonight? We will see. But now the springboard and drop kicks the ladder over. And that was desperation from HBK. The Heartbreak Kid with the springboard in the ring into a drop kicking that ladder over. And CM Punk trying to gain his foot in with a backdrop in Shawn Michaels onto that open ladder. And he hit the steel before he hit the canvas. And those ribs have been worked on, as well as those knees, by CM Punk from the get-go. And another ladder has been brought in, as well as a second table. And now gonna whip Michaels. Oh, good grief. Rib first into the table, and a hip toss through the wood. The splinters there in the corner. Shawn Michaels has been beaten mercilessly so far. There have been some glimmers of hope, but now look at that. Barely able to get up, but thrown into the second ring. And what is Punk doing now? Has that ladder draped across the top rope and gonna use it as a launching pad into the super kick. Good God! Good grief! CM Punk using that ladder to run across, but all he found was a foot to the throat. Sweet chin music from Shawn Michaels. Well, look at this again. Wanted to go for a diving elbow, it looked like, but then it wasn't to be. The super kick from Shawn Michaels, and sweet chin music connects with a sickening thud. And now Michaels, the ladder set up again, but Punk trying to make it to his feet before Michaels can regain the title. Again, look at this. Has him held. And that is a highway to fall! And the superplex from the top of the ladder. And both men once again down and out. And this is the theme of this matchup. One man will climb, the other will race. It's essentially a race to the top. That is what it is. But CM Punk going to make sure that Michaels doesn't climb the ladder anytime soon. A series of chair shots to the spine. And now that ladder, what's he planning on doing here but a drop toe hold by HBK and a stomp again. And what is this? Look at this! And the crossface in the ladder. CM Punk's spine wrenched against those metal rungs, and although submissions do not count in this match, you can certainly wear down the opponent so that they cannot climb the ladder, and that is exactly what this veteran is doing right now. And again, he's got the ladder out. And a table. I don't know what he's planning on doing here, but if I were Michaels, I'd just climb the ladder and get it over with, but you can't discount the hatred between Michaels and Punk. And again, Shawn Michaels is on the top of that ladder. You're not going to reach the title there, mate. Oh my God, a dive! A dive from the ladder through the table, and the splash takes out CM Punk for good, it would seem. I'm going to have to take a look at that again. But we may see it very soon, because Michaels may be on his way to winning. Michaels climbs the ladder and wisely goes to the other side where Punk is not. But now he's got a hold of the title, it would seem. But oh, again, CM Punk with a spear from one ladder to the other, taking out Michaels. I am watching this, fearing for their safety. I'm sure that Michaels and Punk don't care. I know that Rollins doesn't care, because the winner of this matchup he may face at WrestleMania. And look at that, a splash from the top through the table and a spear to Michaels. And I almost forgot, don't forget what Brock Lesnar said earlier tonight. He wanted the winner of this matchup tomorrow night on episode 56. So not only do you have to consider Seth Rollins, but also Brock Lesnar tomorrow night for the world title, and the loser may dodge a bullet in the form of Brock Lesnar, you may believe, but There is a running knee from CM Punk. And the Bulldog. Still, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, any future challenger. It's not on the minds of either of these men. All they're focused on is winning the title, but Sweet Chin Music, it was not. Oh, and again, that chair shot to the knee. And again, the rim of that chair, and a third time across the knee. And he wants to break the leg of Shawn. Oh no. Oh no! Oh, and a stomp with the leg in the chair. And that has to be it. He stomped the leg of Michaels, which was wrapped in that steel chair. And, oh well, Punk he can just climb to the top. Because Michaels has lost the use of one of those legs. But, oh, he had his grasp. He had his fingers on the title. Oh, but CM Punk pushed off the ladder and goes through not one, not two, not three, but 4 tables. And ordinarily, you may believe that Michaels has this one in the bag, but don't forget, that knee has been worked on throughout this contest. Punk knew what he was doing, but Michaels did as well. An act of desperation, pushing the ladder over, Punk flying through 4 tables. But again, Michaels trying to regain some feeling in that knee so that he can climb the ladder. He's going to have to hop up it if he's got any chance of retaining the championship here. Again, look at that. He's trying desperately to get to the title and he's got it. No. Oh, and it looks as if he lost his footing or CM Punk shook the ladder. And now Michaels' knees in a precarious position. Goes for it. Oh! I spoke too soon. Michaels manages to get out of the tree of woe in that ladder. And CM Punk missed the springboard move. And look at this. One leg. Michaels has got his hands on the title. No. Punk back up. Oh my God. Shawn Michaels crashes and burns through the ladder. Or I should say through the table on the outside. And the ladder pushed over. Michaels crashes to the floor. Look at this again. Head first. And it may be academic for CM Punk here to climb that ladder and retrieve the championship. It has been a grueling pay-per-view. And this may be the most brutal match so far. They have taken such high risks. But Michaels is not down yet. And CM Punk not going to climb. He sees Michaels and may want to finish the job here. A table set up in the ring. Punk has Michaels, but a jawbreaker. Oh, Sweet Chin Music, no! Catches it out. And now goes for a chair shot, but look at that. The chair bounced off of the top rope and hit CM Punk in the face. Well, I don't think Michaels is going to be able to climb the ladder, not in the state his knee's in. But what's he doing now? And, oh, look at that. Placing the table. Oh, and I know what he's doing now. This is very wise. He's not going to be able to climb the ladder. So he's going to create a platform for himself. But maybe Punk's going to get the title. No. Michael stops him. And they're a good 20 feet in the air here, folks. Oh, look at that. Michaels nearly fell, but so did Punk. Oh, my God. Oh, but Punk slides underneath. And, oh, no. Oh, my God. Not a GTS from that height. Oh, but Michaels falls over. And oh, Sweet Chin freaking Music! For the love of God! CM Punk flying off the top for a table! From 20 feet! And Shawn Michaels retains the World Championship! But for the love of God! How high did Shawn Michaels kick CM Punk off of? 20 feet? 25 feet? And it was a risky game throughout this matchup, but they both knew the risks heading in to this match, but they know the reward was greater. Again, look at this, went for the GTS and then the Sweet Chin Music off of the top through a table, and look at this in slow motion. The way he flew in mid-air and a corkscrew landing on his neck. Michaels poses with the championship, and he is still the champion, and he will head into WrestleMania to defend that championship against Seth Rollins. At least that's the plan. Let's not forget that Seth Rollins has the Intercontinental Championship, which can be cashed in at any time for a world title match. And of course, Brock Lesnar awaiting Shawn Michaels tomorrow night. Is that match still going to happen? We will see, but the story here is that Michaels has retained the World Championship. Shawn Michaels is still your NLW World Champion.